streets is saying that Nicki Minaj had to put her husband, Kenneth Petty, out. And it seems like this information was discovered because, as y'all know, he's a registered offender, and it looks like his address in the registry has changed back to Jamaica, Queens.
And that's what we heard.
That's what we heard.
We were actually reacting to someone else's reaction. So for that reason, I mean, we're not reporters.
Don't stop comedy, man.
We're commentators and reactors and comedians.
100%. My brother's a comedian.
To Vlad TV. And they're also alleging that this might have all happened because he got another woman pregnant. Yikes. No pun intended. In case you all don't know the backstory of Kenneth Petty becoming a registered offender, in 1995, he was convicted of...
A few days ago, the internet caught a fever over a juicy new rumor about Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. Out of nowhere, chatter started flying that Nicki may have cut ties with Kenneth for good, and the proof people are pointing to comes straight from his status as a registered sex offender. According to reports from Vlad TV and others, Kenneth's listed address on the sex offender registry back to a modest home in Jamaica, Queens, instead of the $20 million Hidden Hills mansion he's been sharing with Nicki in California.
I just don't trust robots. Let's get it from more reputable sources.
Moving on here. I spoke to Vlad earlier today, but in speaking to him, I didn't get to confirm why or if the thing he tweeted was true. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Vlad yesterday opened up a can of worms on the timeline when he made assertions that Nicki Minaj is no longer with her husband, Kenneth Petty, and supposedly he had gotten a woman pregnant on the side, and that had caused Nicki to kick him out the crib, and he had to go and live somewhere else. What that resulted in is that, if you don't know, this guy he has to register on the sexual offender registry because he is a sexual offender. And apparently the registry address for him was changed, and it now listed a address in Queens or something of the sort instead of Nicki Minaj's house, which it used to. So Vlad reports Nicki Minaj allegedly splits from Kenneth Petty. He returns to Queens and unconfirmed pregnancy rumors with another woman. This is what Vlad tweeted. Says it looks like Nicki Minaj dumped her husband, Kenneth Petty. According to the sexual registry, he's now living in a tiny 800 square foot house in Jamaica, Queens, instead of the $20 million Hidden Hills mansion that Nicki Minaj owns. The rumor is that he got another girl pregnant, but that's not confirmed. Is this the greatest bag fumble of all time? Wow. Now, this goes from this is the Megan Law's website, I believe. So this is a website where you could look up all sexual offenders in any city, in any state. And apparently this is Kenneth Petty, and this is his, his lock-in or whatever, or his whatever. But they say his primary residence is now a place in Jamaica, Queens. Now, this has been a big issue for Nicki Minaj, because at first they had put like a side house or some shack in LA that they were claiming he was living at, but indeed he was living with Nicki Minaj at her house. And I think he'd either gotten taken into custody or something happened where the courts were like, no, it doesn't work like that. We don't care if you're rich. We don't care what you got going on. You can't spoof your address when it comes to the sexual offender registry. Wherever you're did delete this tweet or what, there's a bunch of stuff, but it appears that it's now showing New York. Now, Vlad, I believe, did delete this tweet or whatever it is. So in analyzing what this is, it does appear that Kenneth Petty is now told the criminal justice services that he's living in New York. Does Nicki live in New York now? I don't know. We do know they're married, or we think they're married. His residence has changed. Is it because he got a woman pregnant? Did Nicki leave him? I don't know. I have no idea. They have a child together. I feel like they've been building a family. I can't co-sign or vouch for anything that would say opposite. So right now we're going on DJ Vlad's word. but he's since then removed the post. So I'm not too sure if that's accurate or not. Now, I will say Nicki Minaj for years has actually gone to bat for her husband, saying that he got railroaded as a teen or a young man, and that he supposedly never committed a rape and he never did what he's accused of doing, and that because of his age and something with the family and this and third, he basically, he didn't have a lawyer. He took, but we have no more information. Vlad is the only person saying that, oh, we got another girl pregnant. So we have no idea if this is true.
And that left a vacuum other people stepped in to fill. So, while the accusations against Vlad, culture vulturing, paternalism, exploitation, weaponizing his wife, and cashing in on...
Right. Well, what they trying, what this, this robot is trying to trick us.
It's AI.
What I heard, which I don't know for sure, is that allegedly this is all a scheme that was put out by DJ Vlad, by the evil Vladimir Frankenstein. Exactly. They claim it was all him. We don't know if that's true. We don't know. We just know allegedly he changed his address to Queens.
Right.
And if you got convicted of doing something like he supposed to have did, then
supposedly
you can't just be changing your address like that unless something major is happening. We will keep you updated, and we apologize for this inconvenience.
Yes. What I'm telling you, man. Back in the day,
What was you doing the
barbershop, they had the joints on the wall where they got the different haircut. You could go to the barbershop and say, yo, I want that haircut right there.
Right. And none of them was edge up.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, y'all used to brush your hair
Niggas
backwards.
get fade, nigga get a Caesar, you get a fresh one. I was around when niggas was getting curls. Niggas had a Jerry curl. Go to the barbershop, just get the shape up, and get the curl.
My brother was around when they was getting bit up by dogs and fire hoses. All right, well, that's a Reading Rainbow song, man. Come to the room. God damn.
Come on, man.